You know, I think so many people can connect with Dark Souls not because it's just difficult, but because it feels honest. Like this game never pretends things are easy. It throws you in this broken world, kills you over and over and over again, and basically tells you, figure it out. And honestly, life kind of feels that way too sometimes. You try your best, you fail, you start over, and then somehow you fail again anyway. But the weird thing is, that's exactly why this game became so meaningful to people. People like myself. Because every time I died, I still had another chance. Every time I struggled with a boss, I had another chance. I remember when I first played this game. My dad had told me this game is for people that are good at games. And I played it and I almost quit after like 3 hours of playing it. I'm serious. I thought there's no way this is supposed to be fun. I kept dying. I lost all my souls constantly. Every enemy felt unfair, and the worst part was realizing most of my deaths were my own fault. And that feeling right there, that frustration, I think a lot of people experience that outside of games too. Whether it's the frustration of trying to lose weight, or learning music, making videos, drawing, studying, whatever it is, people fail a few times and they immediately start questioning themselves. Like, maybe I'm just not good enough. And honestly, that thought destroys more dreams than failure ever does. Why I think people quit? I don't think people quit because they're weak. I think because they get tired emotionally. And there's a difference. Like, failing once isn't usually what breaks someone. It's the fact that you fail repeatedly, over and over and over again. It's putting effort into something and not seeing results for a long time. And that's what really hurts. And your brain eventually starts asking, what's even the point anymore? I think that one of the scariest feelings a person can have is losing motivation. But losing hope, that's different, because once someone loses hope, they stop trying completely. But this game teaches you something really important, something most people avoid hearing. You improve through struggle, not around it, but through it. Think about it. The first time you fought a boss in this game, it felt impossible. You panic, you make mistakes, and then you get destroyed. Then slowly, you keep trying. You start noticing things, attack patterns, openings, timing, and eventually the same boss that felt unbeatable becomes manageable. Not because the game got easier, but because you got better. And honestly, that's probably true for most things in life too. A lot of things feel impossible simply because they're unfamiliar. And I think it's the saddest thing that a lot of people quit before progress becomes visible. Because growth is really weird, in my opinion. Most of the time, it happens quietly. Nobody sees the practice, the repetition, the failed attempts, the lonely work behind improvement, and the stuff that happens behind the doors when no one's watching. No one gets up in the morning. No one gets up in the morning and they pursue themselves, and everyone sees that. It's the person that gets up every morning and does what they're supposed to do. But small progress matters way more than people realize. That's literally how Dark Souls work. One level at a time, one shortcut at a time, one bonfire at a time, and one attempt at a time. And eventually, all those tiny little victories add up to something bigger. You know what's interesting? At some point while playing this game, you stop fearing failure as much. Dying becomes part of the learning, and once it happens, you start improving way faster than ever. And I think that applies to life too. A lot of people are so afraid of plunging into this and fully committing into something where they feel that they're just going to fail and stop right at the start of it. But failure isn't always a proof that you should stop. Sometimes it's proof that you're still growing. Honestly, resilience is probably one of the most important things a person can build, because life is so unpredictable. Things go wrong, people disappoint you, plans fail, but if you keep moving forward anyway, that changes everything. And I think that's the real reason this game means so much to people. It's not about difficulty, it's about persistence. It's about refusing to quit even when things feel hopeless, because as long as you keep trying, the story isn't over yet. And maybe someone watching this needed to hear that. Maybe life's been rough recently. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel behind compared to everyone else. But struggling doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're still fighting. And honestly, that matters more than people think. Don't you dare go hollow.